Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, July 15th, and we are working through a few more bank earnings. We just saw Citigroup report and beat. So we're kind of working our way through. We've seen a lot of disappointments in the bank names. Nonetheless, we were seeing a nice little push in the futures. Not a big one, but just enough to give us some green. And you can see here that we are nice, pretty tight price action here going into those futures. Here's what we looked like yesterday on the SPY. Something we are noting is we've now put in a lower low, right? And on the just over this last week, we have failed to make higher highs. We've made lower lows and lower highs, which is very bearish. However, we have also, let me just take this out real quick. We have also put in open window candles. So we keep fighting back, fighting back. We have this gap area just below, and then this one way down here. Those are important areas to keep note of. But we are starting to see a little bit of movement to the top side, and we see that in some really strong names. And let's take a look at Apple. Apple's getting ready to report here. Over the next 2 weeks, we are going to have a majority of the S&P and NASDAQ report. So keep that in mind as you make purchases. But look at Apple. Apple just came back and smacked the heck out of the market. We have a beautiful squeeze there of the 50 and the 34. We've made our way up above the moving averages, staying solidly above that 50 now. The 20 is sharply curved up. And so some positive signs in here. Now, can we continue on with it? Can it carry the rest of the market? We will see. Tech has really been doing a great job with that. QCOM, another one, flagging for a while, and then a breakout. Costco kissed the 200 yesterday, so we're going to look for a movement on that. Again, a lot of these day trades, because they've moved so much over the last day or so, and so we want to be a bit protective of gains going into next week. Walmart, not quite an engulfing candle, but really tried. If it just gotten a little bit lower, but look at how much price action it ate up, headed up there toward the 50. Boeing, another one. We talked about this the other day. Big bullish candle. Nice inside rest on lower volume. Push back up, looking for a break of 149.32. Again, earnings coming up on that. So there's a lot of really quality names that are giving us a nice move. But now we need to see the follow through in the rest of the indexes. Q's leading the way a bit better here. They did not put in a lower low. Look at that. They have this nice little base, a little bit more methodical, coming up over the 20, and now we want to see that 20 get pulled up over the 3 and 8 as we make our way to the 50. Again, earnings are going to have a lot to do with this. A lot of volatility coming up. We got past the inflation numbers. In 2 weeks, we have the Fed rate decision, and that is all the talk is they're going to raise a point. No. Fed Waller came out and said, no case for that. 75 basis points is good. And when we get that kind of news out in the middle of the day, which is incredibly annoying, the market hates indecision. It hates not knowing. And so I think that was a real big signal to the market here that they are going to just raise the 75 and the 100 basis points is off the table. That being said, we have seen Canada, they did surprise and raise by 100 basis points. So we are seeing it in other areas of the world, economic, but that's the look here. So let's take a quick look again at those futures. Really quiet going into today's session. Here's what I am looking for, and this is something that we've talked about, putting in those lower lows. Want to make sure that we aren't just putting in a bear flag to fall off here. So we're going to be very diligent in watching the market internal. So we're going to be watching that tick chart. We're going to be watching that VIX and watching for that volatility. Meanwhile, we are seeing oil catch a base here. We bounce, push right back up off the 200. Is this a bear flag? We don't know yet. We'll see how this plays out, right? We can see that this was definitely a bear flag, and now we'll see if this too turns into a bear flag. A lot of uncertainty in the oil market. And then we see Bitcoin actually trying to do a little bit of a thing here. It has been in this channel though for a while, so I don't see anything to do with it until we make our way back up above 23,000. But beautiful squeeze on the daily here. So look to some of those Bitcoin names like Mara or Riot or BITO, Hut. There's several names in there. Take a look at those. Those are looking pretty good. All right, all that being said, no real big setups today. I'm going to just day trade, and I'm going to look at names like Apple, Costco, Walmart, Boeing. Edie's been watching NEE here. See if we can make a move, a solid move above the 200. Healthcare names still doing very, very well. MRK holding in this nice little range. I like the look of MRK from Merck. UNH reported, and it was up quite a bit. Let me see real quick. Yep, still up. It is up over its 8. It's hanging out right up here in this 5. It's actually at 510.25 right now. So nice move in UNH. Keep an eye. We did see those bank earnings, and they really just got smucked here. Look for some reversals and move into the gap that they have. So JPM being one of those. WFC reported this morning. As I just said, C reported and was on the move to the top side. Yep, actually it has gone way up and is up at 45.80. Morgan Stanley started to put in that reversal yesterday really nicely, and we have a nice squeeze here of the 3, 8, and the 20. So a lot of good names sitting in there waiting to make a move. All right, that is it for me here this morning. If you have any questions, reach out, Heather C. at givingtreetrading.com. And I think it would be, we should have a nice volatile morning here, and we'll see if we get some day trades out. And then in the afternoon, don't forget it's Friday, and it is summer, so it is going to be a little bit lighter and quiet. All right, any questions, Heather C. givingtreetrading.com. I'll talk to you soon.